Whenever you're ready.
All right. Ohio Signs was started in 2014. We are a signage and graphics manufacturer. We primarily make anything from small decals all the way up to LED billboards. I started in 2001, basically as a graphics shop, and we just kind of been growing since then. And in 2014, we kind of shifted to doing mostly signage, less on the graphics end. We dabbled into getting a CNC machine. We had bought an older, more industrial type machine because we thought it was very well made, but ended up being kind of a can of worms just because of its age and technology. We had the work coming through and we needed to be able to get it out, and we wanted to do more things in-house. We was having some trouble sending stuff out to some of our other suppliers that was capable of cutting things that we couldn't do with that machine, and that led us to looking at new options for a more advanced CNC router. When we decided to upgrade our CNC, we had to make a decision whether we wanted to go with a digital finishing type machine or an actual CNC router. So that kind of led us to looking at a machine that would give us the option of both, but be heavier duty, more made for doing the signage. So we decided against going with a strictly digital finishing system, but rather a CNC router that would have digital finishing capabilities with a knife and camera system. We had several options of different machines that offered that. Some of them were coming from overseas. One was being made up in Canada, and then ShopSabre was being made in the US, which was something that we was really impressed with and that we really wanted. Another aspect that we were looking for in a machine was how heavy duty was made, and we had the option of machines that were built with rack and pinion construction or ball screw construction, and we definitely wanted a machine that had ball screw construction for its precision, reliability, and just how heavy duty it was. When we reached out to ShopSabre, we wanted to get some more information on the quality of the machine, the construction, the pricing, the options that was all available. They were very, very helpful, very knowledgeable. They answered all of our questions. What was nice about dealing with ShopSabre is being able to purchase directly through them rather than through a distributor, which cut down on the cost of the machine versus some of the competition, the different machines that we was looking at. Ultimately, we decided to go with the ShopSabre IS510 with the knife and camera system. Once we received our machine, we had it up and run within a matter of a couple days. It took us a little longer to figure out how to operate and run it and get things working, but it's very simple once you start understanding the basics of the machine. Our IS510 is optioned with the camera system along with the tangential oscillating knife. That allows us to take a printed product that has registration marks on it. We're able to lay that on the machine, and the camera system is able to find those marks to align that image with the shape that needs to be either cut or routed out with that knife system or with the router. It basically will locate the image on the bed of the machine, but it also knows in the software how to adjust for size discrepancies between what was printed and what needs to be cut, as you will have some variation with the machinery that you're using for printing the products, whether it's using our roll-to-roll printer printing onto graphics, or if it's on our flatbed printer printing onto rigid material like ACM, coroplast, things like that. With the tangential oscillating knife on the machine, we're able to cut a variety of materials, anything from magnetic material to our floor decals to corrugated plastic. It operates a lot better than just simply using a drag knife because it has that oscillating feature, which is very helpful for us, especially when cutting corrugated plastic. Combining that with the camera system, it allows for very accurate, very fast production on some of the products that we make. Having the camera system not only works with just the knife, but we also use it for the router portion of the machine. It allows us to very precisely cut out finished signage, being able to take that image and cut it right to the shape that it needs to be very accurately and very quickly. A CNC router with the knife and camera system might seem like a complicated thing to get up and going, but when we received the machine, ShopSabre had everything already set up, ready to go out of the box. The only hurdle that we had to face was figuring out how to set up the files to send to the machine and how it liked to see those in that OptiScout software that operates the knife and camera system. We've only had to call ShopSabre a couple times to get their tech support, which has been absolutely great. They're very knowledgeable, very helpful. They had us up and running in no time, being that they're only an hour time difference from us. During our business hours, we know something happens with the machine, we can pretty much get up and running right away. They're very knowledgeable. And when we did have one issue that I can think of was getting the Z height set when using our camera system along with the knife, and we were not able to get the Z height set, and we were running the router bit down into the spoil board, and we had to call ShopSabre, have them kind of walk us through. They was able to remotely log in, see what the issue was, and tell us how we needed to get the machine set up to be able to get that Z height corrected so we could cut to the right depth. As a business owner, it's critical that our machinery is operating 100% of the time. We don't really want any downtime, and it's nice knowing that ShopSabre is just a call away from getting information, being able to have them remotely log in if needed to get our equipment back up and running so we don't have any of that downtime. We've had our machine now for a little over 2 years, and I really wish we would have purchased it a long time ago. It's been very helpful. We've been very productive with it. It's allowed us to bring a lot more stuff in-house that we're able to turn out quick versus sending out, having other companies do it and fitting it into their schedule. Now we can throw a sheet on the machine, be able to cut it out, be very, very productive with it. Our business, we try to focus on efficiency. I don't really want to grow very large, minimal amount of employees, so we're just trying to get the equipment that makes us as efficient and productive as possible, and this machine has allowed us to do that. Not only just in the signage industry, but we have had some production work that we've ran through the machine. We make some odds and ends, race car body panels with it, windshields, things that aren't even related to the industry that we're in. It's just a very versatile machine. Our CNC machine has allowed us to make a variety of products. Having the CNC router with the camera and knife system allows us to make a wide variety of products. It's a very versatile machine. We make anything from small decals that we can put on the machine, be able to cut out with the camera and knife system, to corrugated plastic signs, PVC signs, polycarbonate. We cut a lot of ACM as far as finished signs, magnetic. We can also use the router for more complicated projects like three-dimensional CNC routed signs. We also use it a lot for cutting out acrylic letters for signs. We'll use it for cutting aluminum vases, being able to put holes in for studs for locating letters that might be attached to those vases. We use it not just for the finished products, but also to make the parts that go into a larger assembly for the signage that we might be manufacturing. If you're on the fence about a CNC router, my advice is buy it sooner than later. We've owned our machine for a little over 2 years now. I wish we would have owned it for the last 5 to 10 years. It's just helped our business out tremendously. It's a very efficient machine. It's improved our accuracy for the products that we're making, the quality of them, and just overall our productivity. ShopSabre put us on the right track with the type of machine and the options that we needed for the products that we wanted to make. If you're at all interested in a CNC machine, I highly recommend you giving them a call, and they can give you the information and the knowledge for the type of machine that you are needing.